Hi everyone, good morning. Let me know where you are joining from and how you are doing. Just setting this up. Library from Boston. Okay. How is the weather inside your heart? Guys, feeling that equinox and eclipse energies coming through. Exciting. Just placing it up in my small groups. It's such a creative flow energies that are coming. So better to use it. So if you are doing anything exciting, do that. Art, it could be writing, it could be poetry. I haven't stopped since Saturday writing or art through the workshops and through just personal time, just being beautiful, setting it. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you here. I was thinking about you this morning. Yeah, it was a wonderful class. It's one of the profound ones where I get excited to wake up for art and teaching at 6 o'clock in the morning. I just get excited with this Irish group I do now. There's such a bunch of beautiful souls. So we'll just give a moment before we begin into the topic and get into the meditation space. Hmm. First timer from Virginia. Allison, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Michelle. So as you, it's always the like-minded, connected. The mirror book. So how many of you have been, not yet, Brand, so we're just going to start now. How many of you been into the Akashic Records before? Or this is your first time? Let me know where you are with it. And have you been to mine or anywhere else, even like, by yourself, even you tap onto this topic? You. Has anyone heard this saying that we can't access our records and we are not eligible or we are not good enough to access records? Has anyone heard that? I used to open them regularly, but want to do it more consistently. I love that. Yes, with you. Great. First time here and not yet access the records. Great. And there is so much of and let's say it's a myth, as we can't access, we need to be super good enough to do it, and all that. It's just I always try to come here on every Thursday doing this Akashic meditations with that to be broken. Um, it's just the more the practice we need, and that it gets better, just like meditation. Like, the first timers, it's really hard. And even though not only the first time as a regular, sometimes it's super crazy to meditate as well because the thoughts would just not stop, right? You need to change your meditation style. You need to be checking in, like, what's really coming in. What is that I'm holding that I'm not getting into the meditation with the idea of quietening the mind or feeling into your body, connecting to your soul, right? And the same thing applies with Akashic Records. I always say to be open mind, open body, and receive in where it needs to, saying I can easily access my Akashic Records. And think about the Akashic Records are our own soul books and information that our soul has encrypted. So it's like a permission slip, like, okay, I'm ready to receive now because I'm finding these challenges, or I want to identify myself doing these dreams and the vision. So I need a little glimpse of what that is, like, a short description of a bigger project. And that's where these permission slips get opened, and we get to receive these informations that are just setting into the right space as well for our souls. That now, all right, okay, oh, this is great. I love that. And as we just get into feeling into the energies of this is what I need to do. Let's do it. Now I got the plan and I can do these things. Yeah, the comfort of knowing that we can do it and we are meant to do, and we are being supported. It could be any aspect in our life, like, trauma, grief, past lifetimes, future times, or the current times that we are going through. Absolutely any topic that you are really now going through, we can bring that up. Yeah, but sometimes it just feels into like saying, hmm, how do I confirm if this is right for me? How do I know this is the truth for me? I always put that question back as well. Like, if it is not our truth, why would it even come to us right now on our vision in this moment of time, right? And even if it is coming a couple of times repeatedly, so look into how your body is feeling. Do you feel aligned? Do you feel right? Do you feel connected that this sounds right? I better do it. Like, um, when you look back, like, from in my childhood, I would be doing something and stop and not go back to it, like, and because I'm served the purpose, but I could never understand why I was doing it. And of course the parents would be mad, like, oh, you're not finishing up your stuff, like, but my soul would have done absolutely what I needed to get out of it. Of course, if the project wasn't finished, it could be a half basket that I was weaving, or a crochet, some project, even simple things. But I felt the need of it was done, and I was moving forward, like, to complete was few things. It was a struggle and a pattern that I identified. But then, like, now I say myself, like, okay, I'm done, I'm moving forward, like, rather be in the loop of finishing may not be the ideal thing for everyone to do things, right? Finishing few things might be, but not everything as well. So these little things that we have been identified, we thought we were the problems, or we couldn't understand it, you can come into the records and release the energies. In the records itself, the release of energies happens. Yeah, in terms like, you feel more expanded. You feel like, okay, whatever the thing that I came in for, I don't have that problem anymore. I don't have that hurdle or a crossroads anymore. So I'm just eased to go forwards. Yeah. So would that not really help us in our lives, right? And identifying what our passion or career is, what our immediate goals are to be, like, where best we can serve, how to fulfill our life. And these things are such a beautiful ways to expand into ourselves. So with that, I was thinking, are you all feeling aligned with this, what I'm sharing? If it resonates, do let me know. And if you have your own intentions, please do type in as well, so we get flow of the energies here. Yeah. So the topic I was thinking about for today was about clearing the karmic patterns to accept and love ourselves. The reason I picked up this topic is, again, hope it resonates with you guys there. The reason I was picked up this topic today is especially I'm talking about the last new moon. Since the last new moon, the energies have been a bit wobbly. The solar flares were intense, like, not only that, but also the eclipse, equinox. We are hearing a lot. So weather forecast doesn't seem right. It's going to be a lot of bumpy rain, clouds, and everything, right? So what do? We get prepared, like, with our own self-care inner toolkits that are going to help us through the sustaining as well, right? When the weather is not good. And that's exactly exactly where this is about. Are there any patterns from the past that I have to clear it up? So I feel more in the flow rather than resisting it, especially when it's overcast. We do feel like, I want to have a 2 a day. But if it is like overcast, but you're feeling good, you are super productive being inside. You might be doing a lot of your laundry. You might be doing a spring clean in the home, which just you need that, right? Or create a beautiful altar as well. So you are in the flow of energy. Doesn't matter what the outside um cast is like, or the weather forecast or these energy forecast are about. And that's where I have always been leaning towards, like, I understand that's happening. Great. I feel now it's not me only. We are all in collective, and also the collective energies are quite strongly being connected because our veils are getting thinner to feel into each other as well, right? So as I'm talking, you do feel my energies. I do feel your energies, even though I don't see you, but I do feel your energies, that we are in sync and alignment for these conversations to take place. And with that is where we are evolving, we are releasing. And when we do together, like, say right now we have 28 meditators, 28 of them go home and are able to spread that joy, the lightness into their homes, family members, communities, or the conversations you'll be having later on with other people in your lives. Yeah. So that is a ripple effect of it. So something starts here, is not going to end right here in this hour. It's going to be taken away and being just planted all over. So equinox is all about the seed planting. So what are we really picking up to plant ourselves? Like, what kind of plants we want at this time? Like, how do we see ourselves moving forward? So these are the things that we really need to be curating for ourselves. Yeah. So with that, we'll go into a meditation with an open mind, and see what comes up. Yeah. I'm just going to reduce the heat. It's blasting off here. My intention is to reconnect with the records and identify a way to open them that feels in alignment with this current version of me. I love that. Yeah. So the way I do this is by meditation, where we are all able to do it. Like generally I would be, if it's one-to-one or when I'm teaching, it would be a sacred door prayer method that I would be doing it. But in a group like this, we'll be going through the meditation. Yeah. And find your own way, day, like keeping it open as like, is this the right way for me to go through? Like, is this convenient? Is this more adaptable with the new version that you're in? And see what comes up and flows through as well. And through the meditation versions, like generally, I don't lead to the same one ever. It's always fun to go through different ways the guides will be showing up. Yeah. My intention is to stop trying to be perfect, especially try to be the perfect for others, and try to show up as myself. Absolutely. Shredding those layers and the shackles that we have been placed on us to show something else, isn't it? It's just too many layers. And when it's like, I think when we are with a soul tribe, it's like we are able to be who we are behind the closed doors. Like, it's not like a two versions of us, one behind the closed doors with our soul tribe and outside. That will be for the other side of the community we are already doing. It's such an effort and a lot of time consuming as well. But when you drop all that, it's just like being in your pajamas. Like, you just feel more comfy, that you don't need to show up for anyone. And if it's your besties, they don't mind to have a PJ party. Are you all excited to journey into your records? Give me your permissions by saying yes in the chat or the love hearts so we can get started. There's super excitement I'm feeling. So it will be interesting what comes up. Yeah. Again, for the first timers, just be open to see what happens. I do hear sometimes people to say like, hey, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know what to expect. Like, I do understand where that nervousness or anxiety comes in. It's mostly like, um, people around us have questioned and mentioned many, many times to us, we are not good enough. Nobody will love us. Like, these words have been used very loosely. And now when we are getting to this sacred place, we do feel like, will I have my guides? Will it be pure? Will I be received? Will I have that connection? Like, all these questions lead us to like, unsure as well. Like, yeah, but trust on that. These are your records, these are your places. You can get in easily, and absolutely you're meant to be as well. Yeah. Because this is where your blueprint, your soul information from all the lifetimes are there. Like, it could be from the star seed, some it could be from the galactic archives as well. Absolutely, all the information could be found here. And of course, knowingness is empowering, and knowingness also releases a lot of chains and heaviness around us. Yeah, so that's also a gift that we are going to give. So before and after meditation, like, if anyone is interested, like, say, for example, from 0 to 10, 10 being the higher frequency, where do you feel right now? 0 being the lowest, like, I don't have energy. I'm just rolling through the day. But 10 is like, I got power, like I can do many things. Where are you guys feeling those numbers? Just let the first number come out. If you want, you can mark on here as like, what that number came up as. I know done, Jamie, 7 2. And no judgment, like, you could be absolutely feeling 10, go agree with that, like, and you might be feeling 0, that's okay as well. Yeah, just for fun, see what happens, what comes up. Like, I'm a skeptic, so I love to see that as well. Like, every time I get into the record feel, I am going to get something that I don't know before, or if I know something, is it going to be stronger to get back the information? And even like, if you're seeing a blank piece of paper, ask yourself, ask your guides, like, what do you mean by blank paper? How do I use it? Do I make origami out of it? Or is there a torch that I can borrow to see through what was encrypted there? Like, or are you going to deliver in my dreams because I'm not ready right now? So it could be fun as well to check in whatever the information is coming through. A lot of times, some people do feel, I got a lot of downloads, but I don't know what it is. Like, over the days, you will be unpacking those gifts. Yeah. So it's even fun as well. I'm still unpacking a lot of downloads I had from France, Mary Magdalene retreat last September. So there is still a lot of process happening. Like, every time I go into Isis meditation, I'm going to get like loads more of what I felt there, which I didn't have words to speak, but my body, my soul knew some shifts were happening. So we all go through that. Yeah. So let's get into the meditation. I'm going to place the music. Let me know if it's you can hear. It's not too loud. Can someone confirm? It's okay. You can listen to the music. Perfect. All right. So all you need to do is take a nice relaxing breath, gently softening your gaze or closing your eyes if that's comfortable. Please don't drive while you're listening to this meditation. It's going to give a little bit of a lightheadedness. So check back on my YouTube to get the replay. And just give yourself that permission that you're going to have undivided attention just for your soul and this meditation. Setting your intentions and our collective intentions to clear the karmic patterns, to accept and love ourselves even more deeply. Breathe in and out. And just with your breath, anchoring, flowing, connecting to the deeper parts of you. And as you're breathing out, breathe out any tightness, tension you're holding up, anything that's not serving you. You're giving the permission to breathe out. You may make a sigh as you're releasing. Listening those shoulders, your jaw muscles, your neck muscles. Feel more connected into the chair, the couch, or the floor that you're sitting in or lying down. Feel more and more grounded, anchored, coming into this present moment with your thoughts, with your soul, with your heart, all in alignment into this present tense. Breathe in and out. And notice your feet, your toes getting completely relaxed. Your ankles receiving this beautiful frequency of energy. Your knees and your hip muscles relaxing deeper and deeper with each in breath. Right down to your sacral, solar plexus, your belly, into your heart, expanding your chest with every breath, right into your shoulders. Feel that frequency of light going through your arms, both the hands, your elbows, your wrist, your palms, your fingertips. Feel the tingle sensations running through. And visualize the back, the spine, the energy moving through with ease. And allowing this beautiful awareness come into your neck, your throat, your chin, your jaws, loosening them up, your lips, your tongue, into your ears, nose, eyes, your third eye, your crown, receiving the energy for your highest good, connecting, opening your clear senses. You receive this information in the right way possible for your soul to interpret. Now visualize your light body to be in an elevator with your guardian angel, your spirit beings, any guides that you work with, bringing them along on this journey to reconnect, reignite this soul connection, or just by yourself. And this beautiful elevator is going up, 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 feeling lighter and lighter. And just notice the excitement that's building up, the inner child connection that's coming more alive to connect, to meet, feel, explore. And as the elevator stops, you feel into more elevated energies, feeling into that light body. And as you come out of the door, you notice this beautiful, magical garden where the trees are in colors. You can smell the flowers that you recognize. It's a feel and a sense that you have seen this before from an art or your dreams or a book or your meditations. Just feel that connection of, I have been here before. Or if it's the first time you're remembering, welcome yourself back here. As you walk into this magical garden, you're being greeted by your masters, teachers, guides, archangels, saints, your ancestors, your spirit beings, and give yourself the permission to see and feel them. They might be smiling, so happy to reunite with you. Notice who is showing up. Do you remember? Do you recognize them? And as you're being taken further into the path, you notice this beautiful white door with your name written, and your guides are taking you along. As this is the door to your soul records, has been preserved and held with sacredness. They're happy to show you the way to reunite with your soul books. And as you get to this door, you're being given a key to open these records, these books that are stored inside this door. And you notice just on the door while you are opening the door, your name, your birth name written on it. Getting excited that you are being welcomed with your name, more curious about like what information is going to show up, and your inner child getting excited like how to receive this, what else to find here. It's like you are on this beautiful Google and you can just type up any information and it'll be showing up to you. And as you open the door, you're being welcomed with this beautiful fragrance, the warmth by the masters and the keepers of the records. They're inviting you inwards. And as you walk in this place, you do feel those crystals, you see them, the shapes, the colors of these crystals. And different shelves, there are books that are being organized by the names, by the years, by the lifetimes. And there are some other gadgets to watch your life stories, to receive the information through the projectors, television, PowerPoint, music. Walk around with a curiosity. And with that excitement, the librarian of the record comes to you asking your intentions. You share your intentions and they guide you towards the bench and the chair that you can take a seat while they bring you that information. As you sit on this bench, you realized it's the amethyst crystal. feeling safe, grounded, and receiving the healing on your physical self through the crystalline energies that are running through in this sacred place. And just knowing your heart is expanding, being here. The records are being handed over to you in a book form or a scroll or a digital media. Just taking in because that's a right match for you. You can always change it. Feel into that energy as you receive this information, holding it to your heart, recognizing the sacredness, the depth of your soul that has left the imprints before you incarnated here on earth. All the codes, information, the blueprint is being stored here. And now, as you scroll through these pages or the information, check what does it feel like for you? Are you being excited? Notice which pages are being drawn to you. One with the pictures or the colors, or just the words or the bold letters. And just stop by and receive the information that your soul is waiting to connect with. It could be the words coming through or the music lyrics coming through, showing you what you need to connect and receive. Ask the guides to share information or decode to you if you are finding it difficult to interpret or you need more of the details. And notice the patterns are dissolving as you're understanding and receiving this information. You're clearing up the ties that are roadblocks in your current situation. With those layers dropping off, the clarity and the clear pictures coming through for your soul directions to be clear to move forward. Your guides to show you another book or a scroll which has informations about yourself, the parts that have been forgotten to love, accept, the gifts that have been there with you that have been forgotten. And notice librarian bringing you another scroll to reveal that information that your soul is wanting to connect with the gifts of you. As you open the scroll, notice these memories playing in, and the forgotten memories coming through, your gifts, your expansion, you're wanting to do things. and receiving those informations and the remembrance into your soul. And notice they are your connections to move forward with ease right now. The remembrances. Pulling in your guides to clear any karmic ties with your higher mind's permission that is not serving you in connecting to your authentic self. Clear, clear, clear. And any weight cords that are drawing you back and not letting you move forward to be clear for your highest good. Feel into that light body, just shredding all the layers that are not serving as you connect into your soul mission. The reason, the choice you have been here with all the lessons you want to learn. Be creative with your life, creative in your flow. And taking all that knowledge, information into your soul and walking out of this table and just going around this room, checking what other informations are there when you come back again about the health, about your profession, about your family, your career. Just look around the topics that are there for you, for your soul to thrive. So when you come back next time, you know where to easily find them. And connecting to the beings of light that are holding the space for you. You recognize them, or it's the first time you're meeting. Ask them to reveal who they are. And thanking them, thanking your librarian for all the information that was shared to you. And as you step out of this room, closing the door and giving the key back to your guides until the next time you're back, holding the essence of all these light codes informations that came through. And walking into this magical park where you see these beautiful, colorful trees, helping you to be grounded, connected, still in that bubbly feel, the floody feel of the informations that you have. And gently walking towards the elevator with a smile on your face, thanking masters, teachers, ancestors, light beings, everyone that supported you on your path today. And getting into the elevator with your inner child, coming down, down, down with a smile, and gently merging into your physical body. Take a deep breath with that merge. Feel into your body, your lungs, your diaphragm, and breathe out. One more gentle breath for that reunion, reconnection. Feel into your palms, your toes, your body, your shoulders. And this is the healed body right now that you're coming back to. Being gentle, take time to gently come into the awareness of your surroundings. Wiggling your toes, your fingers, and bringing your palms together to rub them, create the heat, the warmth, and place those palms over your eyes. And breathe. And now, as you're opening your eyes, stay away from the gadget or the computer. Look around your room, your exit points, surroundings of your room, how you feel. Turn and twist your body while you're coming back. And gently bring yourself back. Once again, with that smile, come back. Take another stretch. If you have some essential oils, you can use them. And water to drink to ground. Welcome back, everyone. Let me know when you are back fully. Thanking the records for this beautiful space, for beautiful information, for us to be going on this journey to uncover the depths, knowing that we'll be back into the space again. Those love hearts when you're back, or the comment. How was it and how you're feeling? If you have a journal, highly recommend to make notes as you connect into and receive further information. It lighted it. And as you're coming back, ask yourself, what is that number you're drawn to between 0 to 10? 10 being the highest frequency, it's great, and 0, like no energy at all. Just ask yourself, and whatever the first number comes in, place it in the chat. Yet energized 8, 8. Just double check, has it been changed from the previous numbers we recorded? Mine, I said 7, and now 9. Maybe it didn't change. That's still okay, though. Just the curiosity. Any visions, any twitches in your body, or if you have any physical pains, how are you feeling into your body? Um, a light language it could be, or knowingness, or the intention you went to is been clear now. Do you feel any of that? Zero 080 was 9, but now so much more expanded into 3 decimals. Dimensional expansion. It's interesting. And are you feeling in the body? Do you feel more mobile, even the lightheaded? Mm, more clarity? Still waking up into this, isn't it? It's like a heavy load and the light work being done, coming back into this physical self. Readjusting takes time. Akashic Records are my favorite way of meditations. It's just when I get into that space, nothing else, no thoughts, no judgments, nothing else comes in space. It's all about receiving, connecting, knowing, and then coming out is like, okay, we can do it. That beautiful super strength comes through. It's such a beautiful space. That's great day. And I hope you're going to go back more often now. Mm. Vibrating lightness and yet heavy grounding. Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of things to integrate is keep yourself in more of not being a pulled ways, like, definitely social media is one of the pull things. And the past few days, I've been putting a limit on it, how much I will be on it, time locking as well. So it's giving me like some restrictions, some boundaries, not to overdo things unknowingly as well. And also into that, like connect to your breath, expand, 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 feel into these energies and journal as well. Like, what are you receiving? What are the things that you didn't make a note of it, but they are right in your horizon that you want to connect more deeply as well. So it becomes much more interesting how we integrate with it. Yeah. So the homework is generally like, what the guidance comes through, we do it or not, or sometimes it's just like those shackles are opened up. We can go through it much easily, but it's more about how am I showing up with this information? How is this information related to my current ask or my path? Is that even relevant right now? And flow with that, like every day checking in, this feeling of it, yeah, the connection of it. That's the most important thing to integrate. I mean, some parts of it, even from my 2013 journals, I haven't done a few things. When I asked the same question, they would say the same thing because it was consistent. But there is some decline that's coming in that I'm not showing up for it. And but there are many other things that I have finished as well. So it's all about like, all right, I'm asking, but am I really ready for it as well? Like, so that'll be the fun to check in. I have so much gratitude to you for sharing this journey with me. Thank you so much, Carrie. That means a lot. I received some information that I did not feel ready to receive, What would you recommend? I told my guides I was not ready and we moved on to something else. Absolutely. Like, but make a note of it, as I said. So you do have that information locked in. And when you're not ready, that's okay. They won't be pushing you. But I also like, in some of the major things that I really need to work on, and the guides would be telling, like, not ready yet. But sometimes when I'm not ready, they would be showing you so much other information that they'll make you ready as well. You can ask them, is this really I need to do it? So if so, make it easy for me to do it. So allowing them to human will, like, permission granted. So they come in and help us to do a few more things. Yeah. Right now, like say, for example, I'm asking my guides, I'm on a rose diet where we need to, for me personally, cacao is my favorite thing, and I have to give up cacao for a month. But I want to do this connection with the rose. So I'm okay to pause with cacao, but also I need the guidance. I need those connections. So I was in the records and asking, like, have I ever done this before? What are the gifts that I would be receiving or will be feeling into it with the rose, the essence and the energy of this plant medicine itself? Like, so that is something is drawing me, like, we are day 4, but still it's drawing me into go further and discover more by myself, even though there are little nuggets of information being there. Yeah. Which is a memories, which is that you have already done it, but still we do hesitate a few times to do it again. Yeah. So my grandfather, who I never met, got a hug and love. How wonderful. That's such a unconditional love. Mm. Thank you, between us. I love the energy with the rose. Are you doing any events with that? I'm not sure yet. It's still day 4. I don't know, but something might be coming up. Um, yeah, for me, I usually used to use rose water into my cacao or have a rose and Damiana herbal teas often, but just on its own, it's interesting. Already with so much of emotional releases, she's bringing up. Yeah. So in a month's time, we'll see where that leads to. But it's so super interesting because as my childhood, I had love and hate relation with it all along. There's a garden, I used to love it, but like because of the connections with the family and the bonding and everything, I used to directly reflect like I don't like you, like and it's all coming up now. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on it. Hope you're all feeling more lighter, more in your body. If anyone is new to me and you love this, please give a follow so you get the notifications on the next events that I have scheduled in. I do have, I think, something for next week, and also I'll add more today to check out and click the event so you get a notification. I'll be doing the new moon, no, full moon on Monday or Tuesday next week. Yeah, so watch out for that. See what comes up. Yeah. And if you are received something and you want to make a energy exchange, most welcome to use the donation button to click donations, and that really helps us to show up more here on Insight Timer, and Insight Timer to give us this beautiful, beautiful platform for us all to be connected. As Insight Time teachers, we deeply honor your donations and your beautiful connections, and who came in between, haven't been through the meditation, you can always go back onto my YouTube, which is Srimanju Katragada, the same as my full name, or the link is in my bio, and listen to the whole meditation again. Or on Insight Timer, there are a couple of Akashic meditations. You can listen as well. Yeah. More of the practice, more of getting connected is highly recommended. Mm. Any questions, any things that came up that you would like to share with the group that might benefit everyone? Because sometimes messages would be resonating for everyone around us too. Yeah, even though we think, oh, it's just mine, but no, actually, it's into that collective force we get into. Thank you, Jamie. guys feeling more clarity, more connected. And definitely utilize this place for next few days with self-care, with creative flow, doing things that are exciting you. Definitely nature is one of the things that helps as like just being, or even like if you have an indoor plant or get one and just stare into the indoor plant and watch what the inspiration is coming through. Hmm. Not sure about the tasks that are difficult to complete. What do you mean by that? Do you ever feel there are times when it's best not to open the records? No, I never came across that in the past practices. What happens is like, some of the times, especially in the October time, when the veils are thinner, the records are so profound that so quickly you get into it. That's one thing I noticed with eclipses or other major portal time openings like 11/11. I highly find it beneficial. Yeah. So definitely I would, there is never a time they would say like, oh, don't open the records at this time. Only would be the conditions is no alcohol 24 hours prior to get a better or recreational drugs or anything mind altering substances. That's one thing, and not to, of course, not to open the records for your deceased ones or anyone under 18 years age. Yeah. But otherwise, there is no restrictions. Yeah. You will feel like, oh, do I want you? And do I feel good about it? And just follow that, your heart. Just giving my plants a bath for springtime. How wonderful. You shared how to, like me, find it difficult to complete some tasks. Oh, that part, yeah. As said, it's more about like, just make those tasks, some these things that they said you to, and ask them back, like, go back into the records. Yeah, I'm finding it harder. I'm not able to do it. Is there any way, any alternations that I can do to these? Or is that really important? Like have a friend-to-friend conversation in the records, and you might feel, and by even knowing, I have noticed is some of the tasks I don't need to do, but knowing itself has taken a huge burden out of me. Like, yeah. So that I also notice, like, what they would have shared and how we are showing up. And they might be showing something that we are resisting. It might be not related directly. The resistance might be coming in different ways. Yeah. So you might be already working and unknowingly taking that off. I do think it's a higher light post sometimes, but not always certain about that. Need to get some closures off. Yeah. Going back more, it's like connecting with our best friends. That's how I started the relation with the records. As like if I'm going to invest time with a person that I'm really interested in, I'm going to know more about them, right? How we are going to be connected, how do we work, like, are we really supporting each other, or holding the space for each other and everything. And that's how with the Akashic records, the more we show up, the more easier it becomes into accessing it. Yeah. And definitely like learning it is great because you have more tools towards it, like and sometimes just even self learning, because we have used it, it's stored within us and you're coming back to it. Yeah, hope that's helpful. So with that, I'll take a leave and have a wonderful weekend and a week. Enjoy the rest of afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are, and keep smiling and radiate your light. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your donations. Much appreciated. Lots of gratitude, lots of love. See you guys next week. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the world be in peace and your light shine brighter. Thank you. Namaste.